Buffton Prime is here with our first player interview of the transfer portal. We have our number one ranked corner in the entire portal, FCS cornerback transfer, Trae Tomlinson from Richmond. And we have him live. So we're gonna talk some ball like we always do, and then we're gonna see what it's looking like for the recruiting process. And we have a few spots we want him to land at.
Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumped and grind. Well, hello, who's next? Are you capping, talking sauce, and do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumped and grind.
Yo, what's going on? It's your guy, TT the Fan, T-Cal, Buffton Prime. What's good, bro?
Man, you know, we had to bring my favorite corner in the transfer portal on here, man. So we got our dog Trae Tomlinson.
What up?
From where at in Canada specifically?
So Winnipeg, Manitoba. So for people that are watching, that's above North Dakota, right above North Dakota in Minnesota.
North Dakota. Got you.
How long you been in the States for then?
So I've been in the States for about 3.5 years. So I did a post-grad year after my high school career in Canada because we didn't have a senior year due to COVID. So I did a post-grad year at Clearwater Academy International, and they produced actually a lot of big guys coming out of Canada. But unfortunately, the program had to shut down due to like funding issues because we got too good essentially, and they couldn't fund the program to play at the national stage. So
wow,
tough, man.
Yeah,
that is tough. We got people in the chat saying what's up. D Will said he's on time today.
Let's get it for sure.
What's good? What's up?
So has football always been the only sport you played? Like, I mean, when you say Canada,
he ran track too. I know I saw that he ran.
Yeah. At one point
up there in Canada.
Yeah, at one point I was actually, at the beginning of my high school career, I was taking track more serious. I was actually, as a freshman, I was ranked number one. I was ranked the number one sprinter in Canada in the 100-meter. I ran 10.9 as a ninth grade. And
that's rolling.
Yeah, so
we see it on your film. You just be coming out of the screen like nowhere.
Yeah,
that's
so
rolling.
Speed. I'm Jamaican too, so the speed's born in me. So I can't hide away from that. So just track. I played basketball a little, but it was mostly track and football. And then I got injured at a point in my career earlier in my high school career, and then I got injured, and then I stopped running track. And then as soon as I started getting back into track, COVID hit, and then I knew like if I wanted to get to Division I level, it would have to be football. So I started taking football. I've always taken football seriously, but like I knew I could get to Division I level. It was just a matter of where, because I always knew as a young kid, I used to watch college football every Saturday with my dad and my family. So I knew one day it was going to be me. So I had to make it happen.
That's what's up, man. Love it. So actually, one of my best friends, so I started at the University of Nevada. One of my best friends was from Vancouver. He came over. Where did he go? What is it? UBC?
Yep.
Blue and yellow? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he started there, came over, and I'm from Seattle. So
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, not too far, man. And that's what I'm really interested in is talk to me about, and we'll watch it some more on film, but you don't play like you're Canadian. And
definitely.
It's like there's certain instincts that's hard to learn in the Canadian game. I went to a Canadian camp before, never again. Oh hell, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was so I was in camp with the Falcons for a week, and after mini camp with them, I was like, all right, maybe I'm gonna go up to Canada for a year. Worked out for Winnipeg. I was like, the receivers are running before the ball snapped. Like, oh no. So the instincts that the Canadian game and the American game is different. It's not completely different, but there's different instincts. And I would have never guessed from watching your film that you're Canadian. So talk about that part.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like for me personally, like the transition to Canadian football and American football was much easier because when you're in the Canadian football, there's so much space, right? The field is so much bigger. So that's
super wide.
That's one of the main reasons why I'm so patient when it comes to like playing the American game. There's less space. So I'm like, man, I can be patient as that because when in the Canadian Football League, like you said, they're running up to you, so you got to start backpedaling. But in the American League, I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. I can be patient. I can read the speed of release of the receiver, so I'm able to recognize it. So
you
yeah,
saying all the things T Cal love to hear. Patience. He
Love it,
always
man.
preaching that on the channel. Patience.
Love it.
and then
And like,
growing up, oh
go
sorry,
ahead.
growing up too, when I was in the 8th grade, I started playing 7-on-7. We had a program here called Recruit Ready, and we go down to big tournaments like Las Vegas and Atlanta. So
You went
I
to
was able
Vegas
to
7-on-7. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a huge 7-on-7.
Huge. I mean, we'd go down there almost every year. I've been going up against competition, at a young age, and being, I played corner too as when I was in 7-on-7. I was in high school. I was primarily a free safety, but I can also play corner too. So I played boundary corner. That's why one of the main reasons why it was like when I finally made the transition to corner, it was kind of easy because I played in 7-on-7. I was used to the physicality and the speed. So I've been playing like the best competition ever since I was young.
And that makes a lot of sense. So I graduated 10 years ago, or almost 11 years ago, no, 11 years ago now, in Vegas out of high school. Vegas was like that tournament coming from Seattle. Like everyone, there's like the Battle of the West Coast or whatever. Like when we came down to Vegas, like it was all right, you got to show out. And like that was because you got all the Cali guys, the Arizona guys, you got the Vegas guys, like you get guys from Texas, like you get everybody on the West Coast. So yeah, being from Canada, you're going against the dogs. You're going against the 4 stars, the 5 stars that everybody's talking about. So that makes more sense of how you're able to adjust and get more acclimated to the game. And I mean, a lot of things like I can just see in your game like who you are and how you play, your mindset. And I love that, man. I love it. So we're gonna definitely get to some film, man. And so we're gonna start here because it's a question I've been getting. Talk to us a little bit about the scheme you played at Richmond as far as defense.
We were mainly a quarters team. So I know you're mentioning it in the podcast, but we're a quarters team. It's hard on the corner, so we're primarily like playing man a lot. But I love to me, I love competition and I love going against the best people. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who lines up against me. I'm gonna put on a show, that's for sure. But we weren't mainly cover 2 team. I mean, sometimes we would be a cover 2 team, but for the most part, we were a quarters team.
Got you. And quarters is cover 4 essentially. Now, were you guys palms or were you just straight quarters?
Just straight quarters.
Okay, so you guys weren't too reading it.
No.
That's why I figured, and that makes more sense. Because people have asked, and I saw, okay, he's not backpedaling like the specific technique that you're playing, which I mean, you're really not supposed to backpedal on cover 4, like you, because you're matching whatever. There's no point of like truly backpedaling. So watching your film, that's what people in the chat were asking. That's what people on Twitter have asked. Like, hey, what about his man covered? I was like, well, luckily he has a one-on-one film, and we can see how he man covers. And I haven't watched some more film. I went and watched you versus Virginia. Yeah, Virginia. And all the breaks, everything, it just looks the same. Even though you weren't getting balls thrown your way, I'm sure that you would have won it, but everything looks the same. So yeah, let's roll through some of this, man. Let's roll through some of this and see what it's looking like. It's the first rep, so let me try to slow it down. I know it's YouTube, a little harder to slow down. So open the gate a little bit. Here. And what I mean by opening the gate is essentially giving a free release. Like I know he gets a hand on, but ideally you want to move lateral first and cut him off with your feet. But you still get in good position. Right here, talk to me. I know you're feeling him sit down, so you're like, all right, it's time to sit down.
It's time to sit down. It's time. One thing my coach always says is play at a low pad level. So that helps me a lot too. I'm a smaller guy and playing low. Like I always make sure to have my shoulder down too, so I'm able to match their speed. So like in this situation here, I mean, I know he's stopping, but I'm not worried about him running past me. I have really good catch out speed. That's why I never worry. I never panic because I love, as you guys, I saw the podcast before, I love playing the hands. Coach always talks about we use traffic. We call it traffic lights. So we say green, 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 yellow when he starts turning, and then red when he fully turns around. And that's when you can essentially look at the back at the ball or play through the hands.
And so right here, so you open the gate right here. However, he's still taking a wide release.
Yeah.
So we're looking at him right here. We're talking about the receiver right here. Oh, hold on. Make sure my drawings are showing up. You can see everything. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're taking a wider release right here, and he's starting on the top of the number. So the goal in press is a receiver's goal is to go in a straight line. He wants to get from point A to point B. So your goal in press is to make him run the hoop, because CT, what is the passing game about?
Timing and space.
So if you can mess up the timing or disrupt, it messes up the whole route. People don't understand that you can jam somebody and then them get loose later on, but the timing's so messed up that it already disrupts the play. So I do like that he has to widen out. Like we see how quick he has to go there. Something I really like about you is your eye discipline. You do not get caught looking back at the quarterback, which people do all.
Yeah.
And I see it on your breaks. You break. I just started coaching high school a couple months ago, and first thing I was telling my kids that they had to focus on, when you break, your eyes snap to your receiver. You don't look at the quarterback. If you see the quarterback, you're going to see the receiver catch it. You snap to your receiver, then you break to him. So I love this. Like you said, you staying in this low hip. Not about him running past you. All right, it's a hitch and go. All right, well, let's run. Running out of phase. Now we're getting the in phase. Squeeze. There's the hands. Punch through. It's a great finish, man. Great finish, great play. And we on your other film, we definitely got to fix the order of it because you.
Oh yeah,
that was in the back.
yeah. I
man.
realized that.
You got some plays that should be at the top, bro.
Yeah.
Me personally, it don't take me a lot. I would have just had to see this clip, and I'd know everything I need to know about you. Discipline, short area quickness, understanding the leverage. You don't go to the top shoulder. There's no point in doing that. He's going to make the catch. You trust your speed to come underneath and get between him and the ball and break it up. And I love this play from this angle right here. So talk us through what's going through your mind, starting from your leverage right here.
So I'm playing inside leverage. I'm basically playing catch because, in the red zone, you got to be slower. There's no point of being fast in the red zone, especially. So I know I'm going to be patient, and I'm already inside. So especially with him, he's a pretty good receiver, actually. He's pretty decisive with his moves, especially with head movement. So I'm just make sure I stay patient, especially with him, because, I react pretty fast. So once he makes that first inside move, make sure I just keep eyes on because, like you talked about before, like making sure you have disciplined eyes is really important. I feel like DBs, and what helped me too was playing safety too. That's what really helped me, especially playing safety allowed me to be even more patient at corner.
Wow. Okay. You muted, bro. Bro, muted. Man.
Yeah, just came back.
Okay.
Yeah, I play safety, corner, and nickel. So I've been able to see it at all three levels, and I agree 100%. What he's talking about with catch technique, it's basically the middle of backpedaling and playing press. Really, truthfully, it's playing press coverage, but from 5 yards off. Because once the receiver gets up on you, it becomes press coverage again. So, why are you inside leverage?
I'm inside leverage because he's already on top of the numbers too. He's on top of the numbers, so it's if I would be outside, it wouldn't make any sense because he has a free inside release.
Yep.
Boy, your
near
IQ.
the goal line. We're near the goal line. Quickest throws a slant. Go ahead, take that away. It's a longer throw out here. You throw it out here, especially on a regular out. Try it if you want to.
That's what I mean. Like that route is dead no matter what because it takes a long time.
All right, so talk to me about what's going through your mind right here. So he's going to take an inside stem right at you. What a stem is, it's the receiver's release. So right now you see that Trae's clearly inside, but the receiver's going to attack his leverage and try to get head up on him. So right there. Now talk to me what's going through your mind. Just
stay patient and keep that inside leverage because I know I'm fast enough to react. Because if he goes in, if he runs in a slant, he's not gonna beat me inside. Like I have all confidence. That's the thing too. I love when receivers think they're faster than me because they can't match my speed and my tempo because I'm very patient when it comes to that.
Love it. And I really like what you said is essentially what you're saying is you're slower on inside routes because you're already inside leverage.
Exactly.
Why am I going to react extra to that when you're coming to my leverage? And
Exactly.
you'll see a lot of guys, as soon as he took this stem, man, they would have taken off or jumped inside, and all he's doing is creating space for that whip route. So he stays patient, at great feet, not looking at the quarterback. This
it looks like you're looking at his
work. No. Not his feet. You look at a receiver's feet, it's over with. Like, that's the worst thing.
You're cooked.
Why do you know what he's looking at there? Because I'm like, look, he's looking at his feet.
me, I was a belt buckle guy. What do you look at when you're a man?
Yeah, I would say belt buckle too, like the waist. Yeah, belt buckle.
Yeah, like when I'm in press, like that's the only thing I'm not looking at. Nothing else. I'm solely looking at the belt buckle. Because this route is made for you to say, oh, it's a slant on the route. I'm about to get a pick and then come back out. So I love your eye discipline. And then the feet still, he's breaking, but he has not looked at the quarterback yet because he's not in phase or at the receiver. If he looks at the quarterback now, the receiver is just going to continue to fade away from him. Now he looks back. Look, that's beautiful, man. Like that is, if I just had to see one clip, you show me that, I've seen everything I need to see. Love this too. And you're able to get eyes back. So again, he's in catch technique, patient. He's not going for any of this.
Yeah, you're sitting there, bro.
That he's trying to set up. Patient. Now we got a fade, squeezing to him, not looking back yet. Now he gets in phase. Now looks back, gets the breakup. This is teach tape. I like that one. I like that. What do you prefer? I know you played off coverage because you're in cover 4, but what do you prefer, press or off?
I mean, I can play, like, honestly, I prefer playing off because I'm more patient, but I don't mind pressing. Yeah, I like playing off because it just allows me to like break on stuff, like break on routes that like more quickly too, and it's really helped me being a safety, especially.
I love this. Love the feet. Love the feet. And just to clarify, this is your guys' quarter technique.
Yeah, this is our quarter technique.
And a quarter turn looked in.
We call it re-step, skate. So we take that one re-step and then we skate backwards and then crossover run.
And can you explain to everybody what you're reading on that read step?
So on that read step, so you're basically playing, like, you're reading the speed of release. So our coaches tell us to say our name and then shuffle and then crossover run. So we're just basically reading it helps us being patient because, you know, some guys, especially in our defense, they're too fast out, but they want you to say your name because they want you to be patient in terms of like reading the man. So that's basically it. Yeah,
I like that. I never heard that before.
It's a bit different. I mean, I don't know a lot of other teams that do it, but it just allows you to be patient in terms of like reading the speed of release of the receiver.
I like that. And patience is probably one of the best things you could have as a DB. Another whip route. Not going. I love it.
Trap the man.
It's one of my favorites too. It's how you're able to close. There's no wasted steps in this. Like, there's no wasted movement in your feet when you're coming out of your break. It's probably should have been pick 6. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Gotta finish.
I love that break, man. What a great break. And we get the I tell people I was a PBU king. I did not have many picks. I'm not gonna catch the ball, but you definitely not gonna catch the ball. So
Nah, I got you on that. Feel that.
Neither of us gonna catch it. Okay. So I remember watching this one. Let's watch this again.
I was just trying to beat him up because he's a smaller body.
But I like this. So we're gonna punch with the correct hand, which is the inside arm, the right arm. But some people, they'll punch and automatically open this hip up. Like they do it simultaneously. You don't. You punch and you stay square.
Yeah.
Where he has to fight back across your body. So you don't give it. I mean, I see a lot of guys where they'll punch with his right hand, and you know if you miss on this, and your hips lock, it's real nasty. Real nasty. So I like how you're staying square. You get back on top. And right now you're just in bully mode. I'm hip. I love it. I love it. We'll see it right here. is I like this wide. Now something else I'll tell you in your press technique
Mhm.
is I'd widen your base out
Okay.
because as soon as the ball snap,
Open it
you
up.
widen
Yeah.
out
Widen up,
anyway.
Widen
yep.
it more. Yeah.
So if you start wider, then you won't have that extra, wasted movement. You'll
For sure.
already be in that position. But like it, this is playing basketball right now. This is playing basketball. I'm just moving in front of you, making your release hard. And yeah, sometimes you just gotta beat them up. You gotta beat them up.
Yeah.
You gotta beat them up. Love it. Patient. Come on. And
You don't budge.
this is a hard route to cover.
Yeah, it is.
So they run it like it's going to be a fade to the back end zone. Then they sit it down and come back to the front pylon. All right, we're outside leverage right here. Talk to me on why we're outside leverage.
I think I decided to go outside leverage because he's like in the middle of the numbers. So
Because
like,
it's split.
yeah, just because of his split. If he was a bit more, maybe I was playing like a tip outside, but if he was a bit more inside, I would have been like a full man. But I primarily it's just knowing where you are on the field.
And this is, yes, it goes into a situational awareness.
Mm-hmm.
You don't line up the same no matter what.
Yeah.
And one-on-ones are harder. One-on-ones are made for receivers, first off.
Yeah.
But they're so much harder than an actual football game because CT, what's the passing game about?
Timing and space.
So the spacing matters.
Right.
So based on how you're spaced as a receiver in comparison to the other receivers, it's already going to give me a clue on what route you're running. Then from watching film and knowing the formations, that's going to give me another clue.
Exactly.
When you're playing DB, it's the process of elimination. You're like, okay, he's not running this, he's not running this. Okay, they're in this formation. I know he's not running this. Okay, there's these 4 routes it can be. And then as he goes to the route, you're like, okay, that one's checked off. Okay, that one's checked off, and so forth. So that's what he's talking about when he's talking about the split. And that's why I asked him, why are you lined up this outside in the red zone one before you're lined up inside? And that's why. It's because how the receivers are lined. I love it. And right here, all the time, like I want to say 95% of the time, you know what guys do right here, Trae?
They rise up.
They look back.
They look back.
It's a fade. And as soon as they look back,
yeah,
he sits down and comes here, and they'll be running to the end zone by themselves.
Yeah.
But you're still sitting on it. Okay, he's sitting down. Like this is such a hard route to cover. Such a hard route to cover. I love it, man. Now, have you played any nickel?
That's the thing. Like towards the end of the season, they started putting me at nickel, and
Okay.
we barely used the nickel package, but I wanted to so bad. But I can definitely easily play it. It's like in practice. I have.
Oh, you don't gotta tell me. I see. I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware. I'm aware. Love the coverage on this. I want to see the press right here.
Yeah, I didn't have that clip. They were late. There. I think I opened the gate a bit.
Yeah, it looked like it, but I wanted to see if he widened as well. Right here.
Yeah, open the gate.
Man, you breaking them up though.
A ton. There's a lot of one-on-one breakups. Like a lot. Like a whole lot of one-on-one breakups. Sit down. Come here. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Off. These are some of my favorite. I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of favorite clips of you, but these are some of them. Break, close.
Yeah, we call that that technique what we're using called zero man. So we start inside and then we close like outside, and then here especially too, like just right there, I just know he's going inside because he's starting to rise up. Right, he's about to rise up, and I'm waiting for him. I'm not worried at all. I'm waiting. That's why you don't even see me move back. So I'm waiting, and then I'm breaking off that back foot because I have my shoulder down too. Especially that's why I'm able to get so much drive out of my break.
And what Trae's talking about is the receiver's height. So he's seeing him rise up in height, and that's telling him that he's going to break. You're not going to rise up for out route. If you do, you're just not good at football. He's rising up. It's either going to be a hitch or it's going to be something inside. So again, it's a process of elimination. So now Trae's like, okay, he's doing this. So there's only a few more routes that can be ran. I see it. No wasted movement.
and go.
And finish. Love it.
Now, do you
Press
prefer?
right here.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good.
You prefer bigger receivers, or because you talking about you don't mind playing a nickel? Where it gets. I
It
seen
don't
T
ma-
film. It could get wild in the
Yeah,
nickel.
it honestly doesn't matter to me, man. I've been
Or
playing
can you
football
handle the
my
speedy
whole life.
receivers?
Sorry? Yeah,
So
I've been
you can
playing
handle the speedy receivers coming out that slot, or what I'm
for
saying, you
sure.
prefer the
For
bigger
sure. I
receivers.
mean, I've been playing football for how long? Nothing has changed to me. That's what I just have that same mentality, man. Like it doesn't matter who you are, who you put in front of me. I'm a dog, man. That's really it.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Love it. You went mute again, bro. He's coming back.
I've seen so many people come on interviews and talk the way you talk. And the film is not. I can see it in the film.
Yeah.
Like I see like so many people say that, and then you see him backpedaling 10 yards at the snap. Kobe Bryant from Kansas, first that comes to mind.
Matador.
So you're one of the slogans of the show is "Do your words match your video," and yours definitely do. Like the way you talk, I see it. I see it. That's who you are. Like this, you ran the route for him. I'm surprised you threw it on this. Sit down. Love it. Run the route for him. Love it. And okay, I this is hard. This is really hard to do. So explain to everybody watching what you're doing right now. So right now he's here, but explain.
Oh, I know he's going inside just basically off of his release. So I switch it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he's going inside because he's about to sit down. He's about to beat that guy too. He beats the drum.
Beat the drum.
As soon as he beats the drums, I'm breaking. I'm there already. I already know what's happening.
Beat the drum. Never heard that one before.
yeah. That's what you do at the top of your routes.
Mm-hmm.
So what Trae's doing right here is so subtle. So let me see if I can get it on time. All right. So receiver's right here. He's gonna take an inside stem. Trae is playing inside leverage, so he has to move with this stem to make sure he maintains that same inside. So right now, the receiver went inside. Watch Trae's feet. Right now, he's here, and watch how he subtly weaves here to get back to his inside leverage, just like that. So now he's back in his leverage.
Exactly.
Sees him sitting down. All right, let's rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Coping.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I love it.
You do show a lot of patience, bro. Like a lot of patience. Like you be like, okay. I'll be like, do what you do that dance, and when you ready to run, let's go.
Know.
Yeah.
What I love right here, slingshot technique.
Mm-hmm.
You're on top shoulder right now. The receiver is between you and the ball. You understand where he's going, so now you do a little hip tug with the slingshot.
Yeah.
Come back underneath.
Yep. No, exactly.
Yeah, it's a slingshot. Yeah.
The extra boost.
Mm-hmm. Like this, like square. See, I did this. I like the wide base, and that's why I said in press. Go ahead and come out in it. There's no point of starting in tight and then going out. You break quick out the wide base. Everyone can't break as quick out the wide base. So you're in a wide base. We rocking. Know it's inside route. Let's slingshot. Make the play.
I was too fast there. Yeah, I knew he was running.
Hey, you got to right to the ball too.
Yeah,
you got to right to the ball too. Inside leverage. See what we got. This is patient, man. So now what? I'm sure coaches, I know for a fact what they're going to be curious about is we haven't been able to see you backpedal.
Mm-hmm.
So do you backpedal at all, or have you since you've been there?
No, we haven't backpedaled at all. I mean, maybe a little bit when I play safety, but I can definitely make that transition. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest question is, and I see movement skills. I know you can do it, but what some are going to question is, can you make these same breaks out of a back pedal that you are out of a quarter turn? And it's just being patient. That's it. The technique don't matter. It's the patience and the mindset that matters. Good play, man. And this is hard. When you're in a bail and you doing the sideways run,
Yeah,
to be able to
it's
sit
hard.
down
Hmm.
and man, that's tough. It's way easier out of back pedal. Out of
For
a back
sure.
pedal, if you played at the same patience, it's a pick every time.
Hmm.
Good breakup.
And you be getting them PBUs, bro.
Yeah, always got to play the hands.
It's good hips right here. A lot of guys would try to speed turn this. A lot of
Mhm.
people would try to speed turn that. And what I mean by speed turn is him turn his head this way and turn around. Instead, he's able to flip this left hip open and get back to the break. That's good hips right there, man. Good hips. These are some good breaks, man. These are some good breaks. I'm glad I'm not a coach. You would have been offered instantly.
Right.
I would have called up other coaches, told them how trash you were. I'd be like, hey, you do not want him.
No, you
Trust
got a
me.
one-way ticket, buddy.
Yeah, hey, yeah, that he's not one you want. And to put in perspective, before I got to your film, I'd watched probably 20 players in the portal.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't say stuff just to say it. Like I had been watching, turning off tape. I can't tell you, I had maybe seen, like being generous, out of the 20 different players I watched, I maybe saw 5 plays where they broke like you broke, like total. Like this is different. I watch
Appreciate
everybody.
it.
I watched everybody last year. This is different. When I saw D'Angelo Bonds, everyone's like, who's that, bro? I said, he's different. Now he's about to be first team All-American, already first team Big Ten at 5'9", 165.
Yeah.
And man,
We do
I know
look like
my
same.
eyes.
We do look the same size too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My eyes, I trust my eyes. I trust my eyes. Let's see what route we got here.
Yes.
Oh, hitch and go. Yeah, you didn't. You wasn't.
I
going
knew
at
what he
all.
was doing, man.
At all. You ain't go for the bait at all.
No.
And that's important because anybody can just jump hitches all day, like and look like that if you don't care about getting beat deep. But to be able to jump hitches the way we see how aggressive you are there, and then be able to, all right, I ain't gonna lie, that route sucked. he rose up very high. You're not. That's not a real hitch. I know that's not a real hitch, but to be able to, for us to see how you trigger and make plays on these same routes, but then able to be patient for the double moves, your IQ to know what's really a hitch and what's not. That's impressive because you got guys that'll jump routes, but they'll also get bombed on for 80 over and over. So being able to see, I love it, man. Squeeze. Uh-oh, got a little trouble. Little trouble downfield. We good right here. Why are you looking back right here?
Because I'm
that
chest to
direction.
chest and he's looking back too, so I knew I can look.
Are you thinking it's back shoulder?
Yeah.
Then he pushes off like receivers always do.
Receivers do.
It will never ever get called. And then you just got to run and squeeze.
Yeah.
That's just dead. That's just dead. All right, so now let's go. Let's check out your some of the game film that was in the wrong order.
My bad.
Hey,
I said, hold on. I said, I'm seeing some plays. Hold on. Why were these hidden? And I know we had talked earlier, but yeah, talk to us about how the portal's been so far.
Oh yeah, the portal been, it's been different for me, especially, being under recruited, get reached out to coaches and everything. But yeah, I got a lot of FCS schools, hitting me up and have offered me too. So, and then I got a couple FBS schools interested too. So it's been a different process for me. I'm just trying to take every opportunity, and I feel like anyway, it doesn't matter where I end up. I know I'll be a game changer for sure. Whatever, it doesn't matter where it is. So I'm a baller, man. I love competition.
FCS, FBS, doesn't matter. You ball, you gonna get to where you need to be. Trying to think of how I want to word this for FBS coaches that haven't offered. I'm not gonna say it on here. I'm about to crash out. But
hey, watching this film, I was gonna tell you, man, like your patience and your footwork. I don't see how you don't got to offer from every school, but hey, I'm sure it's gonna come, bro. Because
Praying for it.
watching the
Praying
film
for
and
it.
your IQ, just listening to you talk, and then just seeing how patient you are. Because T-Cal always says, "Man, if you just patient, it's going, and you
Yeah.
like every clip, bro. You showing that patience, man, and you got that dog, bro. Like
Yes,
that's what I do. Like, hey, you're not backing down from nobody, no competition. Hey, that's what I like, man. It speaks volumes.
Not tonight. You're trying to get me. I'll never bash a player, especially a college player, publicly for their skill set. You can't control how good you are. I'll bash you for effort. If you a loafer, I'll bash you for that. If it wasn't for that being my principle, I'm gonna crash out. I'd start posting clips of all the corners that have been offered by these big schools ahead of you. And I'd put side by side clips to show how it's very different. This is not the same. But I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you feel like you've been the underdog your whole life. I know
Whole
you've
life,
seen
yeah.
guys getting shine that should not get shine over you. But regardless where you go, you're gonna ball. Should it be power four? But
Yes.
hey, regardless,
Yeah. Power 4 over Boulder.
maybe other corners got some film I haven't seen. I've spent hours and hours and hours going through film. It's a great play to start. Definitely not number one on the.
No, I gotta change that. Damn.
Yeah. That's a solid one. And I know you want to put interceptions early. Coaches want to see interceptions. This is a good play, but you got some plays, man. There's some plays on here, like this one. Come down, trigger. Come bang. Love it.
Bro, you get after it.
You could have got to pick that play. Dang.
You got there super early.
How much film do you watch during the week?
Oh, I watch a lot of film. That's one thing too. Like every week, I make sure to watch hours and hours of film. Just studying.
If you had to give me an estimate, just a wild guess, how much film would you say? If you had to put a number on it,
I probably do like at least 2.5 hours a day. At least
Have to.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Now, are you a guy that watches film on game day, or on game day are you just done?
No, I still watch. I mean, I would say the night before, because our coach makes us watch it. We have like a cut up that we watch. So I watch it like 2 times before the game. Sometimes like he makes a cut up specific for the game, so I watch it the night before, and then like right before we go, I'll watch it again.
Yeah, me, I'd be in my locker like right before, like I'm dressed out. I'm like, okay, let me just get a little last refresher, just to make sure I'm hip to everything I need to be. These some great breaks, man.
Yeah, that was our last game we just played.
You just be there, bro.
Yeah.
Love it. We're not worried about you running past. We on that. Love it. Really like this one.
Yeah.
This the screenplay, because all they doing, they look like a bigger receiver than you. They trying to pick on you. They say, hey, I like my guy over him.
Yeah.
Go win your one-on-one.
Gator roll.
That. I love it. Blitzing off the edge. Love it. Closing it down. Love it.
Yeah, we're cover 2 right there.
And you had one like this against Virginia when it was cover 2 and it was a slant and you stayed on it and then you got the breakup. Come down and bang. Love it.
No,
where are you at right here? Is this a
I didn't have another angle. I was free safety, so we're basically we're playing
cover 2.
Yeah, we're playing cover 2. So I'm dropping back. I have another angle of it, but I come down out of nowhere and just smash.
Oh no, I'm aware of that part. we aware of that part, man.
Hey man, I like that thing. That means you ain't afraid to hit, man. Like you anti-matador. I like that, bro. You come down and bring that contact.
It's the safety in me.
I love it. Love this break, man. Come down. Double pass lead to a pick. Love it.
Yeah, cover 2 there too.
Now you got a little thirsty here.
Yeah.
You got a little thirsty. I call this $100 bill,
Yep.
$1 bill. And what I'm saying by that, so it's cover two. Means we got two high safeties. Trae's the flat player over here. Basically, and they're getting essentially a smash concept, which is a high-low with corner and an out route. What the quarterback's trying to do right here is he's trying to make Trae wrong. Whatever receiver Trae goes to, if Trae goes up here, then he's going to make him wrong and throw it down here. If Trae's down here, he's going to make him wrong and throw it back there. So as a corner, you want to bait this more to where you take the corner route away and then force them to throw the shorter route. Trae's a little bit late to it, but he finishes. That's who he is as a player. Gets the breakup on it. Love it. Michigan State. This is it. Stick with it. Get the breakup. Love it. How'd you play that Michigan State game?
Oh, I played really good. I think they only caught one ball. I was in third, so he just threw it underneath. It was like number one ran like a hitch route, and I was playing the third, and I just got the tackle. So they didn't throw.
You're supposed to have a flat player under there anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not Got you. Is this one definitely should have been higher? He's in bail from the start in a sprint and sits down. This hurts my knees looking at it. Like that's a tough play, tough change of direction. I love it, man.
This one you were saying that should have been first or one of them.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
This is when we put that together. You're really fast.
For me, I don't care about him being fast. It's the effort. It's the want to make a play.
Should be number one on your playlist right here, bro.
I'm not going to say too many names of some other cornerbacks in college football who do not care when the ball's away from them. That's not you. Ball's very far away from you, and you are in a full. That tells me who you are as a teammate, as a player, everything as a person. Your mindset. I love that. You come up and pull up the quarterback. Love it. Fighting off the block. I always say being block's a choice. Bang. That's a tough hit right there.
Yeah.
That's a tough hit.
I was mad.
That's a tough hit right there.
He was talking smack right before that.
Oh, all right. Well, hey.
Rolling.
Yeah.
I'm glad you put this angle so we can see you fly in from the outside of the screen. Rolling. I love these plays, man. And this is tough. Love it. Inside leverage. All right, we got
I switched last minute because
your leverage.
Originally, I was supposed to bail, and I'm like, they think they switched the formation, so I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta be inside actually. And then last minute, I just flipped my hips, and then he tried to run a post corner on me. Sat down, got a collision.
Dead.
It was dead. The bro was dead.
Love it. Out and up. Dead. Oh yeah, this is you on punt. Rolling. Make the tackle, man.
Oh yeah, there's another chase down too.
Rolling. And almost got the strip. That was cover two. The break. Look at the break. He's not doing anything but reading the quarterback. Quarterback's going to tell you everything you need to know.
Facts.
Oh, excuse me? Why are we not rerouting number two? You don't got to answer that. That's crazy. Yeah. Anybody watching, please reroute and cover two. Your safeties will thank you. Great break. Great play. No extra yards after catch. It's one of my favorite things. Close it. No extra yards.
Yeah, this was freshman year. I was playing safety.
Okay.
Man, so any position in the defensive back, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Any of them.
I don't know how somebody could not watch this film and don't see that you're elite. Like we watched a ton of football. I mean, a ton of football.
What are you in right here?
Oh, we were in quarters. I messed up. I was supposed to be on the out and up.
To
So
fall off on this,
Yeah, I was
but
supposed
the
to fall
safety
on this. Yeah,
definitely not here.
yeah.
Yeah, he's not there.
Mhm.
And it's one of the, they don't run it right here, but that post wheel,
Yeah.
it's nasty because corners, it's hard for you to not squeeze on that inside route. But hey, you made a play. And yeah, you're supposed to fall off.
Yeah.
But where's the quarterback looking?
You're looking at number 1.
I say it all the time. I don't chase ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not out of his break yet, coach. I see the quarterback staring at him. I'm going to go be a football player.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want me to give that up and just be a robot, all right, I'll go take that. Go be a football player. Go be a football player. Love this tackle. It's Virginia. Good breakup. Outside. Love that little heads you gave him.
Yeah.
Come here. Love the heads you gave him.
That's what Decal talks about. Being blocked is a choice.
Yeah, lineman's not touching me. You can try. I'm not gonna run into you. You gotta be an athlete out there. Good breakup. Rhode Island was ranked too. Good tackle, man. Sit down. Oh yeah, dead. Now, do you talk a lot out there? And
I honestly, nah. I mean, not really. Not really. I'm more, I'm just in the zone. Like sometimes if I need to talk, I'll talk. But
I really like how you play these slants and ends in cover 2. A lot of guys will just leave it because a lot of corners don't reroute in cover 2. So they end up giving free releases on this, which just opens up right there. But you're playing it. Like we've seen multiple breakups of you cover 2.
Yeah.
I thought this was Baylor at first. It's William and Mary.
No, yeah, William and Mary. Yeah.
I was like, "Ooh, y'all played Baylor." T-Cal can teach you how to talk. You always find the quiet runs. Yeah, I told D'Angelo Pons last year. I said, "Man, my biggest issue with you is you don't talk." Boy, is he talking this year? Oh my God, he is talking. I really like this. This is way too far back. It's 4 minutes and 51 seconds.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Come on. Ain't no way you got that at 4 minutes 50. Good play. Squeeze.
I should have had a pig there.
I know you thought the play was over because I thought it was over. Being block's a choice. Way to clip him. It's a choice. I ain't gonna lie, you missed out at least 26 picks. I just can't.
I know. I'm like, man, like, bro, if you bring that other hand up, you gonna be making some killer interceptions. How many catches did you give up this season? Do you know?
No, I don't know. It wasn't many. I didn't allow a touchdown all year though.
Love it. That's what I like. People don't be putting these on highlight tapes. That's what I want to see. How you match.
Yeah, I have a lot of more clips of me matching receivers, especially.
I watched that Virginia game and I was the one, like every play I was like this is. I want to see. I mean, like I said when we did your breakdown on YouTube, you can't fake those instincts, those breaks.
Yeah.
Like, you can't accidentally do that. So I watched some game film and it looked the same. You just wasn't getting thrown your way, but it's very consistent. I know CT got some questions for you, and we about to run through the chat. I know they got a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah, man.
And just before, if you are new here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You can't get this nowhere else. I know some of y'all probably, it's Richmond. Dog.
Watch the film. Film don't lie, man.
Never lies. Follow us on Patreon for the exclusive early access to be in here for private lives like these with top players in college football. CT, what you got for Trae?
So I'm just jump. What cornerbacks do you watch, or who you feel like like you are comp to? Would you say?
I love watching smaller cornerbacks like Marshawn Lattimore. Who else? A lot of slot corners too. I don't know if you guys are familiar too. I used to watch his actually name was Trae Tomlinson. He was a Thorpe Award. He's like my size too.
TCU.
Yeah, TCU. I watched him a lot too because he's my size. Who else? I watched Brian Branch on Lions. He's really physical.
He a monster.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Way is he playing? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's good. His physicality, he's a good football player. Growing up too, I really like to watch the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Man, I tell you, I can't tell you how many times I don't watch his highlight tape.
Yeah,
between number 14 and number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. I was just telling someone recently. I remember the first game I was in high school, and I think it was a bowl game. They were playing Texas A&M. I'm like, who is this? Because I became an LSU fan. Man, they had Patrick Peterson, Morris Claiborne.
They were sending everybody in the league from the DB.
Before that, LaRon Landry, Eric Reed. Like they had dogs. So I was watching them. I'm like, who is this? I think he was either freshman or sophomore. I'm like, who is this that they talking about? Like he's making. He had just took the ball from a Texas A&M tight end. I'm like, oh yeah. And then the next season went crazy in the number 7. And yeah, Tyron's 5'8", 185. I think he bench pressed 225 like 2 times. Ball player.
Yeah, the Honey Badge is real.
Don't care about no. He ran 4.5. Ball player. Love it.
What part of your game you feel like you would need to work on, or that you would like to?
Honestly, I want to press more. I know I can press, but my technique, like you said, needs to get better. But I know I can do it. I just need to work on it more. Especially, that's probably like one game I need to.
You got to talk to T. Cal. He played college with press technique. Y'all got to zoom up sometime, man. Because he died by the press.
Yeah, most of the time my feet do not move. I am sitting there. I'll actually pull up a clip for you so you can see. CT already seen it. But in the meantime, what you got for him, CT?
Yo, so how was it like the transition from Canada to America? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like football's everything here for us. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm like, man, like when I read that, how you were getting off of Canada, I'm like, man, like what was that like? What was the process like?
People do love football in Canada, but obviously not as much as here. There's the CFL. People are still passionate about it, but growing up, I always knew like I was kind of better than everybody else. Like it always shown. Like it's even on my YouTube. Like me playing when I was younger, I was dominating. It didn't matter what age or what league it was.
Nobody treated his dog.
Yeah. So it's always been ingrained in me since I was a kid because my older brothers play football too, and just looking up to them, and at some point I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be better than them. I think they knew that too, but it's just that I just always knew I was always the younger brother, so I always looked up to them, and I always had that dog in me because they weren't like me, and I got to learn from them too. So.
Yeah, and that basically answers the question we got right here. Who taught you how to play? Because you have a lot of knowledge about the game. Love it. They said in the chat, you cannot look at the feet of a receiver. Like if you ever have to play corner.
Hey,
oh my god.
CT the fan, not CT the cornerback. I'm like, hey, look. Man,
I tell you what, you look at the feet can go anywhere. Boy.
Why somebody be looking at the feet? Oh God.
Will McBride, He's an Oregon fan. He said, ask him if you ever thought about how he looked in green and yellow.
That would be a blessing.
Absolutely. Green and yellow just say vomit colors. Agree. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Go. That
colors go. See you, man. Coach Prime, man.
Let's see. Yeah, this feels very similar to when we first saw D'Angelo Pons. Lauren says she's adding you to her prayer board.
I mean,
that, Lauren.
that you come on over to see you. Get the boulder and say.
I definitely think he'd be. Do you know who Preston Hodge is for Colorado?
Is he number 24? I think I looked him up. Yeah.
Nasty. Just absolutely nasty. Oh my God. I got to show you a couple clips for you get off. Here's back in number 5 right here. When I say all right, you let me know what we're gonna do and we're gonna rock. I'm not going. I'm what? Why did you just try me? Patience. The biggest thing you can have as a DB is patience, like number one. But I gotta show you a Preston Hodge clip, so because you're gonna appreciate how disgusting what he did is. And it's against a receiver that ran 4.2. And the chat bringing him up, you remind me of him as well.
Yeah.
He'll be some good film for you to watch.
Yeah, especially if you're interested in that nickel. Preston Hodge played the nickel like no other, man.
He played nickel and corner. When I say
and he's physical like you, he come down. He played the run game.
He hit,
really well. So
and I think he didn't get. He was being recruited by Oregon. He transferred from Liberty last year. Is that Liberty? Okay. Transfer was getting recruited by Oregon. Oregon told him it's too short, too small.
Have you had that yet in the chat? Has the coach says, "Well, you don't like your measurements yet," or anything?
I've had coaches in the past. You know, that's probably been the only thing that's what they really said. It's just my height, but that doesn't stop. You know, that doesn't stop me from anything.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, and it should not. Where is?
Are you so patient because you know you're so fast? Like
that's exactly it.
Hey, I don't care if you want to turn this into a go route, buddy.
Yeah,
I got this all day. Was that why you just like, whatever? I know
I'm not afraid of nobody running past me.
Love it, man. All right, Trae. So I want you to coach him up right here. So he's right here in the slot, playing man coverage. This receiver, just so you know, he runs a 4.2.
4.2, okay.
Yeah. So what would you say he did wrong on this?
Honestly, think he should. He needs to close the space faster and get to the hip, and he needs to. I think he opened the gate. He could be square a bit more and not give a lot and try to get a collision.
That's getting hands on and
getting hands on will help him especially.
He take one more lateral step.
Yeah,
and he would have been in better shape. I don't know if you've played much in the slot. This is the hardest route to guard. Period. Slot fade is so hard to guard because they got so much room.
Yep.
So he gets scored on there, and now I'm going to show you if I can find it. It might be. I got to show you another clip that he had on him, which is just one of the craziest clips I've seen, probably ever. Might be this one right here. We'll see. Let me see if this is it. No, it's not this one. I know CT probably knows which one I'm talking about. CT might not. You remember? You know what clip I'm talking about?
Preston Hodge got so many highlights, but I want to know, Trae, what's the 40 time?
Honestly, with training, I no for sure 4.4, but I definitely can reach 4.3 for sure.
Okay.
With training for sure. There's no like if I focus on specifically, I definitely can touch that for sure.
Hey, you got that speed, man. We see you when you're hogging them down.
Yeah.
And you showing that IQ, bro. Like TK used to always say, you always know how well a player knows the game when they can talk it back to you.
Yeah.
And like just hearing you talk about it and just how you just was talking about the person. Bro, your IQs, man.
All right, Trae. Now this is the other one. So we're playing man coverage. We're traveling, coming over, Connieing over, and it's against the same receiver. This is maybe 10 plays after we just got scored on.
Oh, that's a play. That's a play. Because he worked over the receiver too.
Against a 4.2 receiver who just scored on you. You know, a lot of people gonna be scared to come back in. Nah, you sit down.
Sit down.
Could have had a pick six right there. Could have had a pick six. And that's who you remind the chat of. That's who you remind us of. And he can play outside too.
Yeah, man, you look great in that black and gold coming out in Boulder.
Yeah,
that little elevation.
That'd be amazing, man. That would be amazing.
He was hands down the best slot in college football, like an absolute great slot. And I see your movement skills and press. It's easy to coach press. It's easy to coach press when you have the intangibles that you have, when you have the skill set you have, because you already have the mindset of being patient. And that's the most important part of press, is being patient, because you know that they can't outrun you.
Right.
No FBS offers right now. He has FBS schools that have reached out and talked about offering them, but none have came yet. So y'all watching, y'all keep playing. Keep playing.
You ready to go? Ready to go?
Ready to go, man.
You ready to go? All right. Gotta make sure you ready. Gotta send that plane, send that flight. Somebody book this man a flight.
How do you feel about competing against other DBs?
I mean, nothing's guaranteed wherever you go. I mean, competition is competition, and that never changed too. So I've been in situations where I had to compete for jobs, and it only makes me go harder. Like that's what it is, especially being the DB position. So nothing's guaranteed. You just got to work your ass off, and the dogs are going to come out. That's what my dad always tells me. You know, I've been training. My dad's been training me, and I've had a lot of trainers, train me throughout the years, and they noticed like I was different compared to anybody else. Like when it comes to the conditioning, that's one thing too that I train a lot. Like people don't know conditioning. I run hills. I do hills after hills with my dad, and we run a program here. Like I'm back at home where we have like hill camps, and my dad runs it. And we work our tail off. Like the one of the guys that runs it by the name of Tim Jesse. He played at Auburn back in the day, so he's old school. Okay. So no tolerance for nothing. So we train, condition, everything. That's one thing too. Like every time we're doing conditioning, I'm not tired.
Wow, I'm in over here.
Yeah, you're not gonna stop me. So I love it, man. I love being conditioned.
That's important. I was never like conditioned like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be gassed. I lie about injuries to get off punt. Like, hey, no, put somebody else in, coach. I gotta go play man this whole drive. Nah, no. So love that.
When you speak of condition, I can't not mention Travis Hunter then, because D Cal be like, man, what he's doing is playing both sides of the ball, that many snaps, like what I'm saying, like that's crazy.
Yeah, he said CT gonna put Trae to see you on his next hat. Love it.
Hey, might get there, bro. Might get there.
We'll see.
We'll get a gym. Shout out to parents. They've done an amazing job with Trae. Yeah. Absolutely. Perfect motor has mountains he can run up. Man, you guys are hilarious. Man.
What's the vertical, bro? Can you dunk?
Yeah, that's a real question. Can you dunk?
Can you dunk? That's
I mean, I probably could. I haven't tried in a while, but I mean, I can get up there.
That's D Cal's thing. He likes
gotta be able to bang out, man. But I mean, we can obviously see how explosive you are and that you can run. Really want to. Where did you go before Richmond?
I was in Florida. That's where I was, Clearwater, Florida. So I played a prep year there. And
okay, so is that like so it's a prep school?
Yeah, it was a prep school. We played against high school, so.
Okay, got you. Like,
and
I think there's some
actually, now that I think of it, like the year before, like the team, like the Florida team, they actually played Chaminade, the team that D'Angelo.
Okay.
So they probably played them. So.
Oh man, you get close to the pond ties.
Man, love it. So how was that recruiting process? So you spent 1 year in the U.S.?
Yeah, I spent 1 year. So essentially, that year too, I didn't get to go to any camps. Like I couldn't. That's when the camps first started happening. But I was in Canada, so I guess like with the border and everything, like there were certain regulations and everything with quarantining and stuff. So I wasn't able to travel. So I basically had to bet on myself off of one season, going down, no camps, not talking to many coaches. Just basically on having a good year. And then actually I think I was in the state championship game, last high school game of my career. I had 4 INTs, a touchdown, and then 8 tackles. And essentially I was like, okay, maybe I might blow up. Coaches were like, oh man, our board is filled and everything, we like you. But
I would have snatched the board down. I'd be like,
no, that's the thing. Like I thought it was
somebody got to make some calls. Someone's probably getting pulled.
That's crazy.
It was late in December. It was December too. Like they already had their commit set up too. I had a pretty good season too. But that game solidified me. I was on Sports Illustrated and everything.
Wow.
But schools, they're telling me the same thing. We're small and everything, but we love the way you play. And Richmond, they gave me a chance. One of my coaches gave me a chance here, so I took it. I ran with it, and I came in as free safety, and then made the transition to corner. So, but in Florida, I was playing free safety.
Okay, and
Those-
it's not easy to move from safety to corner. Corner to safety, yeah, it's easy, but safety to corner, a lot of safeties can't cover. So that's definitely impressive. Why do you play football? Like, what's the whole?
What's your drive?
Why
Yeah.
and honestly, it's been a passion of mine, like ever since I was young. Like I watched college football, I watched all the big schools. I always knew, like from a young age, when I grew up, I just knew I was different from everybody. I had that ingrained in me. Like it was like an envision. I manifested everything. I knew like stuff like this would be happening for me. But I was always overlooked. But that didn't change the way I played. That just made me go harder, if anything. And like being in this position now and getting to here I'm really appreciative. But it took hard work, a lot of unseen hours, and a lot of things that like being good in school too. That's what my parents also emphasize too. Being good in school. I've never had trouble with grades and everything in school. Never that 3.0 student or above. So like why I play football, it's always been a love of mine. It's love of my dad played football too. So my dad actually played corner in Canada. It's a bit different, it's a bit different. So just learning from my dad and playing football has always been a passion of mine. I just knew I was gonna be better than everybody else. That was that I've known.
I love it, man.
Hat off, bro. Salute.
Love the school part. I made honor roll, even though I did not go to class. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do not listen to me. I told my coach. My coach knew other players would get in trouble for not going to class. I never did. I said, "Hey, am I here to play football or play school?" He said, "Do not listen to me. Do not listen to me. I never got my degree. I'm a failure in life. Do not listen to TCal." But anyways, man, I love to hear that. That's always. I mean, I was the youngest brother too out of everybody. That was always my mindset. Kids used to tell me all the time growing up, everything doesn't have to be a competition. Like, no, it is. Like, I'm here to win. Like, I'm not here to have fun. Like, I'm here to win. At any camp I'm going to, I'm the best here. Like, that's the mindset that you have to have in general, but especially as a corner, especially undersized.
Sure. Yeah.
They're going to test you.
Right.
So you
yeah.
gotta have that mentality.
Yeah.
And you have to have that next play mentality. Because it's easy to get it's a lot easier to get your confidence taken than to have confidence.
For sure. Yeah.
So to be able to, you have a bad play, go back. All right, I'm me. I ain't worried about it. I'm me. Love that, man. And I'm honestly irritated that you don't have more offers already.
You got my crash out on Twitter later.
I've watched, like, I'm just gonna start tagging schools. Like the guy you just offered, I watched him. I already watched him.
If you can do that, of him,
like
no, man, we got you, bro. I just want to know.
I'm Big Bully. I don't let you know. I don't got no boss. Matter of fact, unfollow me on Twitter. I don't know why you follow.
If you follow, you gonna see
Twitter TCal gets scary because I
strap up. Watch.
Yeah,
Twitter TCal this whole thing.
It gets bad because I'm not saying like, and just so people know, I had no relationship to Trae. We did not know who he was. I'm scrolling Twitter through the college football player transfer portal because I'd watched everybody that was in the On3 rankings of 24/7 at the time. Like, they suck. I was like, man, these guys suck. I'm like, I gotta go find me somebody. I'm scrolling through, and you had tapes. I'm like, okay. And first play, even though it wasn't your best, just a bunch of plays should have been ahead. But it's the movement, seeing how you get out of your break, seeing your closing speed, seeing your efficiency with your steps. I'm like, all right, let me watch some more. We made the video. I was not joking in the YouTube video. I had not watched your one-on-one tape at all. Like, I'd watched half of your highlights, and I went in Patreon and said, all right, emergency Patreon, we finna go live. I found me one. When I watched D'Angelo Pond's film last year, I watched 3 plays, and I said, hold on. He's one of them ones. I don't need to see much. I saw everything I needed to see early, and luckily you ain't embarrassed me. Had that film got bad the second half of the one-on-ones, but nah, it was exactly what I expected.
Appreciate
it. Again, regardless of if you get the big FBS offers, you should. You'll get the league, man. I'm telling you. Like,
man, don't let the size get you down. Man, the way you play, your technique is like But how was the difference between playing high school football in Canada and then you went to Florida? Florida is like so the
So
talent
no,
level, like competition.
so yeah, playing in Canada, I was regarded as one of the best players in Canada. I was, if not like, I was one of the best players in Canada, like my whole high school career. Like, so I always knew I was the best. I was faster than everybody else. But when I got to Florida, that's when my game started to up even more because them Florida boys are fast.
Oh, we
Like
know.
I'm like, oh shoot,
Shout out
they're all
Jimmy
like
Moore.
me. They're all like me. I'm like, okay. And then I feel like going to Florida too, like right before the college, it just helped me so much because them boys they're smaller than me. They're fast as heck. They're all like little Tyreek
everybody.
Hills. But yeah,
John Tay
that
West.
definitely helped me because I'm like, oh shoot, it's even better. Now my game's gonna be upped even more because they're as fast as me.
Did you feel like there was a gap when you got to college, like that you had to get to as far as the talent level, or did you feel like
I mean, I
hit the ground
realized
running?
honestly, like going into college, I'm like, okay, yeah, it doesn't matter where you are, there's ball players, but I'm like, I'm a dog too, so I'm like, I came in as playing free safety. One thing I really made sure to do right when I got there is be in the coach's office like all the time, like
Harass them.
when I talking about like in the summer. I was in the office learning, asking questions, getting familiar with the techniques, going through walkthroughs in the gym or anything, watching extra films. So that's what put me ahead of basically everybody else that was here, as a freshman, because you're having fun and everything. But I was in the office all the time. So
and when I got to college, there's so many guys who are like, oh, you're being a try hard and stuff like that. Like, bro, I'm a winner. Like,
exactly.
I'm gonna win. Like, yeah, I'm trying hard. I'm trying to get to the league. Like, what you mean? Like, yeah, you think I'm gonna try to act cool and not that's how you're supposed to be. I annoyed my strength coach and my D coordinator. Absolutely, man. I know my strength coach still hate me. I made him wake up at 3 a.m. to get to the weight room every day. Because I told him, I said, as long as I'm alive, you'll never beat me to the weight room. I said, this your weight room, you never gonna beat me. So we used to compete just like that. And then we get workouts in, and I'm asking questions. Hey, I was a why guy. Okay, we're doing this, but why? And that's why I wanted to see if you understood why you were doing the things you're doing. And so that people could see that there's a reason you're doing these things. You're not just out there just guessing and just like, oh, I'm gonna do this time. Like everything you're doing has a reasoning behind it, and it's attached to your assignment. You're doing this because it's going to help you complete your assignment better. So love that people get to see your IQ, see how smart you are. Where do you get to see how good you are? Even though a lot of people, they can't in their brain turn off FCS and FBS. You can ball, you can ball.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So man, love seeing that. Love being able to have you on the show. I know CT got at you right after he saw the film because he was pumped. Everybody was pumped. We was in here, we was pumped. Everybody loved your film. Y'all got any final questions for Trae before we let him go? I know he got some DMs he probably need to answer from some certain schools. I'm not gonna say no names.
Already in the chat, bro. Nah, man. Definitely appreciate you coming on the channel, bro. Like your work ethic, like before you even mentioned all the stuff you were doing, all the extra stuff behind the scenes, like it shows on the field. That shows on the film. We can tell. I don't know if you're familiar with the defensive coordinator, the Buffs, Robert Livingston, but he said, and T guys this thing, he put on in the class. He said, "Hey, I could tell by your commitment to your teammates." Oh, there it is, right there. Your commitment to your teammates can be determined from your distance at the ball at the end of the play. And when I seen you just come out of the screen, I said, "Oh man, look, I got a school for you, brother." But no, anywhere, bro. Like honestly, like you're like I've seen a lot of bad. Since T-Cal messed up football for me. No, I used to be CT fan. I used to be like accent. I said, man, I thought the linemen just run into each other. What's all this stunts and all this stuff, right? So now I watch it different, and I'd be like, oh man, this player is. And if I can spot you out, you in trouble, right? T-Cal called emergency line. He's like, bro, we got to record. I found. I said, huh? What? Okay. And then I saw you. I was like, oh yeah. He liked that. Like you like that.
Appreciate it.
D Will asked what your major is.
Oh, so actually, I want to be a teacher. I'm going to education. I'll always love being around kids. I actually work at a school back at home in Winnipeg. I always love being a role model for kids because I was them. I was their age and looking up. Having someone in that role, like teachers are always looked up to, especially. So just love motivating the next generation.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And
That is, man.
Showtime, do you have any pregame rituals?
Not really. I mean, just listen to music, get in the zone. Really, make sure I gotta make sure I stretch. That's important too. Just making sure you're primed for the game and stretching every night. And that's really it.
Are you superstitious at all? With like your outfit or what you do on game day?
Not really. Maybe I was when I was younger, but not really.
Yeah. You know, sometimes when I had a really good game and I wore an arm sleeve that game, I'm like, all right, next game I'm about to rock the arm sleeve. I doubt Trae knows what these are. You know what grits are?
Grits, like the food, yeah.
Yeah. It's salt or
we
sugar.
got this thing, right?
Which one? You put salt, no sugar?
I would say salt. I put salt.
Yeah,
okay.
TCT. Sugar don't belong nowhere near grits, buddy.
He's from Canada. You can't trust that. Come on, man.
That man went to Florida for they taught him.
You cannot trust that, man. He did go to Florida. That's hilarious. Do you have a favorite NFL team?
The Seahawks, actually. Legion of Boom.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You came up on the Legion, right? Mm-hmm.
Love it. D. Will said, I hope the best for you in life during football and after football. Awesome. Got the Bo Jackson mentality. Sugar goes on grits. I know they hard headed.
No, they don't, Corey. No, they don't. No, D. Will cut it out.
Come on. Sign him right now. No, we're not doing. Somebody said, do they have greens in Canada, like collard greens?
I think they. I don't think it's a big thing in Canada. It's more here.
Yeah. Hopefully, you're on the Chargers one day. We need you. And yeah, I think you're going to start getting that a lot. I think teams are going to project you as a nickel because you have the corner. That's becoming the most valuable position on a defense now. You got the Trent McDuffies because it gives the coach freedom. When I know I got a guy that can be in the slot, can blitz, can tackle, can man cover, that allows me to get more exotic with what I do and, do a lot more stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're there. I love you at corner. I'm sure I love you at safety, even though we didn't get to see a ton of plays. But yeah, I think you could have a home anywhere, man. It's really just finding the right school. And man, some advice I'd give to you is go where you are needed.
Facts.
Not just wanted. Go where they need you. Because I've already been angry about some things that happened from some players I liked this past year. If you go somewhere and you're on the bench, I'm going to have a problem. Like I'm going to lose it. So go somewhere you're needed, not that or that put you as a priority and aren't worried about the hype. Because I don't want you getting in a situation where, a school isn't really going to treat you the right way. They're going to treat you like a short corner. I don't want you in a situation where you're doing that. So whether it's FCS, FBS, go somewhere that you are needed. Because the school can want you and they can have 6 other DBs that they want ahead of you.
Yeah.
You need to go somewhere where you're needed because no matter where you go, you are going to ball and get the lead.
Thank you.
Man, absolutely. Love having you on the show. Go ahead.
I got one more thing. When you said 4 interceptions, would you mean in one game or that was
in single game? Yeah, against
4 interceptions in the touchdown in one game.
Yeah, you can search it up if you really need
to. No. Hey, bro, who you guys playing against?
We were playing against IMG Academy.
The School of the Blind.
IMG
Academy. But not the national team. The team
the second
below them. Yeah, the second.
Hey, okay. I don't care. 4 picks in the game is 4 picks. That's
crazy.
That's crazy. But hey, I'm excited. So what are your plans now in the portal? You just back home training and
back home and then figuring out all these visits and stuff and where I want to go and then just talking with schools and I'm being evaluated. That's a lot of schools been telling me too. I'm being evaluated. We love your film, but I'm just waiting. And then some schools are offering me, and then some schools are kind of shying away from me. So I'm just praying, and then I'm hopefully.
I hate it here, man.
Hey,
Evaluating what?
shine away from you. Just let them keep on
Oh,
shining
my
away
Yeah.
from you, because your film is different. And like, I know because the measurements and stuff, and because people get these numbers in their head.
Yeah.
Your film, I'll take your film over any measurements because I see it's action. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, don't even let it get down. They shy
Yeah,
away from,
thank
like
you.
I'll say, go where you need it. Like they playing those games, don't even worry about it.
Trae, if I had to watch another corner film before I saw yours, I was probably gonna delete the channel. Like, and I'm Charlotte corner. I don't care. I'm naming names now. Houston corner. Like, no, like not even remotely close. This Coach K says so technically sound yet physical, great combo and still growing, great fluidity and amazing instincts. He can help turn any defense around. This is the defensive coordinator from the #1 team in New Jersey. They just won the state championship in New Jersey. And he said, I'm late, but I'm glad I could at least make it. Shout out to Buffton Prime for picking yet another elite home run talent.
You definitely elite, bro.
Dog.
Thank
You
you.
are definitely elite, bro. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it.
So, man, hey, go get your rest. Get ready. Because you're mid-year, right?
Yeah, I'm a mid-year transfer.
Okay, so you're gonna be somewhere new in a few weeks.
In a few weeks, yeah.
That's gotta
dope,
be
man.
exciting,
That's
bro.
dope.
Yeah, I'm
You know what I'm
excited.
saying? It's still gonna be cold in Boulder, so make sure you get.
Hey, we're gonna be watching, but keep us updated on what's going on. If you ever need to talk through film, anything, there's a lot of Colorado players that hit me up each week to watch film with them and tell them what's going on. If you ever need to send one-on-one clips, I am here for you.
sure.
Outlet, not hard to get a hold of, and some Colorado coaches. But anyways, hey, appreciate you, big dog. This is gonna hit YouTube again. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe to this. We got Trae Tomlinson on here first. Just remember that. Just please remember that.
Watch those new rankings come out.
We'll be hollering at you, fam. Appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Yep. So that's Trae Tomlinson, man. That is Trae Tomlinson. So that's who we got, man. An absolute dog. The fact he's still being evaluated is crazy.
Wild, bro. They got to get this measurement stuff out of it. Like, you see this kid, and you know what's funny? I meant to say this. What makes him a jewel is because he got caught in that window where, like, he's got noticed at the end when all the slots were filled. So then he had to go to Richmond because Richmond took a shot on. Shout out Richmond. Hey, shout out Richmond, by the way. But so these other schools, because people get caught up in these big name schools, we seen where that goes. Just because you go to a big school, don't mean you got big talent. But yo, man, like I don't know, like how anybody could watch his film and then he talks about his work ethic. Dude wants to be a teacher, man. Bro, I don't know what they giving them, what kind of drinking water they got in Canada, but man, they just different, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate him coming on here. Hell of a player. Like the fact that schools haven't jumped on, I just don't. I don't know, but I always keep my receipts. So throughout the season, Black Market TCal gonna get whatever film he go to, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So yeah, man. Appreciate him coming on. Can't wait to follow him. CT, final words.
Okay, to evolve. Who's next?
Who's next? Do your words match your video?
Yeah, this for my boy TKL.